Hi everyone, my name is Geraldine Haywood and welcome to my channel. Today you'll be learning why husband and wives are having health issues and how to better help those issues with natural herbs. Our dear friend Christopher Thomas will be expounding on those issues and giving you tips on how to remedy those issues with natural herbs. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe.
This evening. My name is Christopher Thomas, and I am an health and wellness coach. And this evening we are here to discuss a rather interesting topic: the most common warning signs your body may need, that your body will tell you that you need a detox. The most common warning signs your body may need, that your body may need a detox, right? Now, it's interesting that we are discussing detox this evening. Very, very, very interesting. And so we're discussing detox this evening with the hope of empowering our audience to have a better appreciation of this concept called detox that is practiced traditionally in traditional medicine and, of course, holistic medicine. Now, I know that you have invited individuals, and those individuals may not remember that you invited them. May I invite you at this time, ladies and gentlemen, just to reach out to the people that you invited. Yes, reach out to them. Of course, remind them that you did invite them to the session, and we are going to get started on time. In the interim, I'd love to know the people that I have locked in with me, where you're logging in from, who invited you. If you are so kind and would like for me to acknowledge your presence, please, may I invite you at this time to visit the chat, yes, the chat box there, and tell us your name along with your geographical location, and if you are so kind, the name of the person who would have invited you to this seminar this evening. Please go to the chat and interact with me. I know that you are not the type of people who are selfish to share that information with me. This evening, we want to have a very frank discussion. We want to provide some education. We want to provide some information that may just improve the overall quality of your time. Let me give you another minute or so as you reach out to your guests. Yes, those persons that you care about, the people that you love, the people's interest that you really have at heart. Please, just reach out to them at this point in time and let them know that you are ready to get started, and so you'd love for them to join you. All right, if you are hearing me loud and clear, maybe you're not hearing me. Are you hearing me? If you're hearing me, can you drop the number 1 in the chat if you're hearing me? Are you hearing me? For those who are hearing, are you hearing me? Am I coming through loud and clear? Am I coming through loud and clear? All right, I see. Yes, ones are coming in. All right. Welcome. Charmaine Lawrence, Marcia Russell would have invited you. Happy to have you. Welcome, Josephine. Welcome, PM. Paulette from London. Oh, London is in the building. Welcome. Welcome. St. Anne is in the building. Yes, Walker's Wood in St. Anne. Jamaica. Welcome. Jeru. Welcome, Ellen. Welcome, Paulie Taylor. Happy to have you. Saint Lucia is in the house. We're happy for you, Saint Lucia. Right. All right. Dan Rogers, you invited Jay. We're happy for you, Jay. Welcome. Natasha, you're from Trelawney. And yes, you are here out of curiosity. Of course, nothing is wrong with that. Welcome. We're happy to have you. Kimisha, happy to have you as well from New Jersey, invited by Roxanne. St. Martin is in the house. Wow, isn't that amazing? Happy to have you. Hazel and Willa is bubbling. Annette said, look here, it is almost morning in England, but I have to be here. All right, welcome. Welcome, Francis, invited by Bishop Dawkins. Really happy to have you all with us this evening. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have been hearing about this terminology, detox. I've been hearing about it. It has been bandied about for years. We here sometimes talk about it as well. And the world seems to be engaged in this thing called detox. Yes, people are more engaged in detox these days. Are you one of those persons that is engaged in detox? Are you one of those persons that is currently engaged in a detox? Okay, fine, you may be. But what if I tell you today that it is very possible that your body can speak to you and tell you whether or not you need a detox? Yes? What if there is such information? What if it was possible for your body to speak to you and to say to you, hey, Clinton Daly, you need a detox. You need to do something about your body. And what that is, it is a detox. Yes? Do you think that's possible? Do you think your body is able to speak to you in that regard? If you believe that, drop the number 7 in the chat. Do you believe that your body can speak to you? Do you believe that there are things that can occur within your body, which of course can indicate that, whoa, I may very well need a detox? Do you agree? Okay, fine. We have some believers here. Seem to have some persons who believe in the holistic way of life, the traditional way of life. All right, great. Happy to hear that. Well, we're going to discuss some of these warning signs. Yes, we're going to discuss some of these warning signs. And the truth of the matter is, ladies and gentlemen, we must appreciate the fact that while conventional medicine has saved many lives, while conventional medicine has helped many people to live better, we must also appreciate the fact that conventional medicine is really trial and error. Do you agree? Drop the number 7 in the chat if you agree that conventional medicine is trial and error. The COVID vaccine is a trial and error. Vaccine, true or false? Yes, trial and error. And so, with trial and error, you also have what is called side effects, because it's a trial and error. Yes, it's not perfect. Oftentimes, I watch my television, especially now that the NFL is going on. I may, watch a 1 or 2 games. And what I find is that when I'm watching these games, you are hearing some ads, and they're telling you about some things that are good for acid reflux. They're telling you about some things that are good for the heart. But in the same breath, they are suggesting to you that these 20 things may happen to you if you take that particular medication. Are you familiar with that type of ad? Are you familiar with that, females? Are you familiar with those ads? Diabetics, are you familiar with those ads? Hypertensives, are you familiar with those ads? If you are familiar, drop the number 7 in the chat. Well, yes, that is what happens, because conventional medicine is really trial and error. And so, the point I'm trying to make here is that your doctor will never tell you that you need a detox. Your doctor will always try to prescribe that bit of pharmaceutical drug that should help you. But in helping you to solve problem A, it leads to problem B, C, and D. Your body, when it speaks to you, sometimes you ought to listen. And if you have the knowledge, then it should tell you, you should be aware of what your body is saying to you. Now, one of the many ways your body speaks to you, in terms of you wanting a detox, is when you develop that strong desire for sweets. Yes, you're having blood sugar issues. Can anybody identify with that? Yes, you have this very strong desire for sweets. You're always craving sweets, more and more and more and more and more sweets. You're craving this. And so as a result of that, what you find is that you continue to feed your body with these sweets, when in truth and in fact what you're doing is that you're destroying your system. How are you doing that? Well, guess what happened? If you consume more starches and more sugars than your body really needs, then what will happen is that your body is going to produce too much insulin. And when your body is producing too much insulin, then what will happen is that that will lead to a problem known as type 2 diabetes, ladies and gentlemen. Yes? And that in of itself can if you find yourself having that sweet tooth, as some of us call it, we can't see the cake and leave it alone. Right? Let me be more professional. You can't see the pastry and leave it alone. Right? You can't see the sweet drinks and leave them alone, or the sweet juice and leave them alone. Then you have a problem. You have a problem. And that is saying to you that you are in need of corrective measures. You know, before it gets to the diabetes level, you need corrective measures. And what we know from those persons who have practiced holistic medicine and the traditional medicine is that you need a detox, right? If you are with me here on the presentation and you are in agreement, drop the number 7 in the chat. Now, the second warning sign that you may have from your body, ladies and gentlemen, is that your body may start to retain fluid. Yes, your body may start to retain fluid, right? If your kidneys are unable to remove waste from the body, then this can lead to what is called fluid retention. And with that, you experience things like swelling of the stomach, swelling of the feet, or even the hands, or puffiness of the face, right? We're going to delve into that a little more later in the presentation, right? But yes, of course, the fluid retention is one of those warning signs that you have to take keen notice of. Another, and one of the biggest, is what we call constipation. How many people do you know today that has experienced or is experiencing constipation? They may not tell you, but can I tell you? You'd be surprised to know the numbers are alarming, ladies and gentlemen. Constipation, yes, your system is designed in such a way to flush the fecal matters from your system naturally, but with a build-up of toxins, yes, with dehydration, with the body's inability to function effectively, then what we experience is constipation. So the question to ask yourself today is, number 1, are you consuming sufficient water? Yes, what is sufficient water? Well, according to the persons who are involved in conventional medicine and, of course, the scientists, they will tell you that from your neck down, your body is 75% water. Yes, from your neck down, your body is 75% water, which means that on a daily basis, to replenish that which leaves your body through sweating, through urine, and of course other means, saliva getting into the atmosphere, then you need to be drinking at least 8 glasses of water. But even with that, the water that you consume now becomes a problem. Because is this pure water that is toxin free? You and I don't know that. And based on the research that is being generated daily, weekly, and monthly, what we are seeing here, Sir Wendell, is that a lot of the water is very toxic. You see what I'm saying? So constipation, a lot of people are avoiding water. Number 1, you don't want to drink the tap water because of the high chlorine concentration. And of course, there are so many different types of water on the market. Do you know which one is clean and pure and toxin-free for you to drink? So you're between a rock and a very hard place as a human being, right? So here again, constipation, your inability to pass your stool frequently, and I'm talking about from the traditional medicine's perspective, where we're looking at after every meal, yeah, being that duck, yes, after every meal, because once you consume a meal and whatever roughages are passed out, that is to be excreted from the system. Whatever is undigested is to be eliminated from the system. And if it is not eliminating, it means that it is backing up, and it is therefore going to cause some problems later. Are you with me, ladies and gentlemen? All right, great, you are with me. Now, another, and strangely, this one it comes right after constipation, is that you find that individuals around you sometimes are passing gas, and it is just literally unbearable. Oh my God, have you ever been in that situation? You ever been on a bus, a public transportation, an airplane, or in an office with someone? My testimony about this tea, I'm going to share it with you, is that when I just started drinking this tea, Clinton, one of the first things that I noticed about it is that my co-worker that I shared office with, my senior manager, he wasn't leaving the office whenever I pass any gas in the office. And that was strange, because normally, if I were to pass gas in that office, sometimes I felt very sorry for him, because the scent was literally unbearable. The amount of toxins that were in my system causing that level of pollution in the system. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not lying to you. I'm telling you, it was rough on some occasion. And I'm talking about for the entire day. I'm talking about, just gas up and gas up and gas. There are certain places I wouldn't go because I know that, it was just not pretty. But I didn't know what it was until I started my own detox journey. I recognized that once I detoxed my system comprehensively, then I realized now that, whoa, it's perfume inside here, so it's no more smelling, pungent. It's a perfume scent. You know what I mean? That's what we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen, here. Yes? So passing foul smelling gas is also an indication that there are too many unwanted chemicals in your system, in your colon in particular. And so therefore there has to be a way to eliminate them. Right? Additionally, talk about fatigue, low energy. You're always tired and you're droopy and there's nothing you can manage. You sleep at work. You're not pregnant, but you're sleeping at work. You get home from work, you fall asleep. No other activity you can participate in. Your people take you somewhere, you drop asleep. You're having dropsy. Always just so tired. Why? Chemical imbalance in the system, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this is one of the big ones. The resistance to weight loss, yes, is indeed a warning sign that your body requires some level of cleansing, some level of purifying, yes? Because when you are trying to lose weight and you're doing all the right things, meaning that you are eating the proper diets, yes, you have reduced your carbs and your sugars and stuff like that, and you are increasing your proteins and of course your vegetables, etc., your water, but you realize that the weight not moving, right? The weight just not moving, right? What is happening there basically is that because of the build-up of toxins in your system, no matter what you do, your metabolism is so slow that no weight is going to be shedding from your system. No weight. You're going to be there and you work hard this week and you ask yourself, what on God's earth did you do? Because it's just not happening. You're exercising, you're eating properly, right? You're resting properly and the weight is still not moving. Yes? You're going to hear a testimony tonight from somebody who had a similar problem and how they were able to alleviate that problem, right? Abdominal bloating. Another sign again that you're in need of a detox. Low libido, both for men and women. Yes, the low libido for both men and women is another sign that your body needs a detox. Your energy is low The desire for intimacy is just not there, and even when it is there, you can't last very long. You know, you're not having that the duration that you really want to have. You're struggling. You know, low libido is another sign. Irritable mood swings. Yes, look at yourself in the mirror right now and ask yourself the question: am I experiencing irritable mood swings? I'm not experiencing menopause, and you are not at that age, but you're always so miserable. You're always so moody. This minute you're at point A, and a minute later people just can't read your mood as a result of your mood swings. You know, the possibility exists that this could very well be a sign that you need a comprehensive detoxification of your system. Skin problems, this is a big one. The acne, the itchy skin, you know, you name them. All of these things, sometimes constitute a detox. It is saying to you that, hey, no man, something is not right on the inside. Yes, something is off track on the inside. And I have seen where people are detoxifying their systems. And one of the things that is leaving the body is a whole heap of mucus. I say people detox, and when they detox, you know what happened? You know, instead of fecal matters leaving the system, it's just all mucus. Just mucus. A toilet bowl filled with mucus is leaving the system. And weeks later, this said person goes and look into the mirror, and what do you know? Is a brand new face, brand new skin, you know, skin looking radiant and fresh and rejuvenated. Yes, that's what we're talking about. So this could very well be a sign that although you're using the chemicals that would have been prescribed to you by your dermatologist, yes, here what happened. If this is continuing, then it means that you have to take it to the next level, which is to take it from the internal. All right? Insomnia, sleep disorder. How does this work? Again, another sign that, you know, you work all day, but there is no desire for sleep. No desire for sleep. This one now is absolutely not strange. And we can look at this one from various standpoints. Right? Now, yes, your oral care is perfect. You are visiting with your dentist, every 6 months as prescribed. Personally, you are flossing. You are brushing properly, using the best toothpaste there is in the world. But there is still an unusual odor emitting from your mouth. And you're asking yourself the question, why? No, I'm going to shock you with this, and I'm not discriminating here. Ladies and gentlemen, pardon me, dear. What I have seen and I have noticed throughout my life, persons who struggle with this particular problem, they tend to always have a large stomach. I don't know if you have noticed it or if you have seen it, but personally, I have persons that I deal with daily as customers who have had, tremendous turnaround. And the first thing I notice with them is that they have a large stomach. What is happening with these persons when you quiz them is that they are telling you that, number one, they seldom have a bowel movement. When they do have bowel movements, it is rather goat-like in terms of bowel movement. There's no banana-shaped bowel movement that is taking place. There is just this goat dropping that is taking place. Now, where are we with that? This means that the colon is not doing what it is supposed to do. And what is it supposed to do? The colon is supposed to help you to excrete matters from the system that are not supposed to be there. Yes, that's what the colon is supposed to do. So with this built up of fecal matters in the system, what happens is that instead of it going that way, the scent is coming from the stomach and is emitting through the mouth. Yes? Another of the people that struggle with this particular challenge again are persons who are experiencing terrible sinus issues. If you're experiencing terrible sinus problems, then the probability exists that you may also have this type of problem to deal with again. Remember, you're doing according to your dentist. Your dentist says, listen, brush once you eat. You have a meal, you brushed. But not only did you brush, you flossed. And in addition to your flossing, you are also using your antiseptics. Yes, you're using your mouthwash and these things. And you're visiting a dentist every single 6 months. Once 6 months comes around, you're at the dentist. But guess what happened? You still have that bad odor. It could very well be that you need a detox. What have I noticed personally? I've had some clients, one of them being a teacher, and he told me, large man as well, he said to me, Chris, you know what, every time I spoke, up to a year ago, the room would part into two. And if for the life of him, he could not identify what was happening. Why is it that whenever he spoke, people would just split? And I spoke to him about it, and I told him what could very well be the situation. Lo and behold, he's talking to people now, and people are getting very, very close to him. People who didn't used to kiss him before are now doing so. Now he recognized what was really happening. Yes? And in tears, he confessed to me. He said, listen, man, there were days when there were weeks when I would only have a bowel movement maybe 3 or 4 times for the week. I said, yes, I could see, because your stomach was a representative of that, that built up of fecal matters that was now reversing in terms of odor back up into, through your mouth. So, ladies and gentlemen, those are the possible warning signs that you may need a detox. Are you still with me? Are you hearing me? Are we making sense? Is there learning taking place? Am I adding value to your life? If so, drop the number 7 in the chat so we can continue the conversation. Now, you have heard about these warning signs. So now the obvious question is, how do I go about detoxifying my system in order to mitigate these challenges, number one, and if the challenges are there, to eliminate them? How do we go about that? Is that a question you'd like to hear for us to answer right now? If that is the question that you would like for me to answer, drop the number 7 in the chat. Drop a yes in the chat. Drop a yes. Would you like for me to answer this question? How do we go about rectifying this problem so that you and the people that you care about, because guess what happened? There are some people that you invited in and they're not here. But when you look at the warning signs, you are seeing those people. True or false? Yes, the people that you invited, they are not here. But when you look at the warning signs, you are saying to yourself, whoa, my God, that is why so-and-so, and that is why so-and-so. Yes. No, there are many different types of detox that are happening globally. Many different types. Some people are akin to the juice detox, the green juice detox. Some people are into, sugar detox, and which is all good. Some people, they will drink coconut water for a particular period of time, and they say that's a detox. Some people will drink mint and sirrup and all of these things, and they are saying, yes, I am detoxifying my system. In fact, some of you will even drink single Bible, as they call it, here in Jamaica, but it's really aloe vera, right? Pardon me for that. Some people will go as far as to get their sirrup and they drink it over a protracted period of time, and they say I've detoxified my system. But when you look at their bodies, the problem that they are trying to mitigate is still present. Yes, the problem that they're trying to mitigate is still very much present. So the question is, what type of detox does the human body really needs in order to achieve the result that you desire? Well, can I tell you? You need what is called a cellular detox. Yes, and when we speak about a cellular detox, we're talking about a detox that speaks to the cells of your system to extract the toxins that are attached there, or therein, or thereon, and to eliminate them from the system. Because that is where your problem lies. Your problem lies in the toxins. Now, for us, and I say us because there's a army of people that are cognizant of this one thing. They are cognizant of the benefits of this thing called the Te Divina Detox Tea. If you're on this presentation and this tea has helped you with anything at all, please drop it in the chat for the people to see. Whatever this tea has helped you to alleviate, yes, or to mitigate, please just drop it in the chat right now for the people to see that what I am going to say is absolutely no fluke. It is what it is. Now, this product called the Te Divina Detox Tea, ladies and gentlemen, is designed specifically to naturally, when I say naturally, I mean naturally cleanse and detoxify your body in a very comprehensive way. What am I talking about when I say comprehensive? I am talking about a comprehensive detoxification of your liver, your kidneys, your colon, and of course your arteries. And I could also add to that as well, your skin. Now, let us look at the colon and what the function of the colon is. Yes? And tell you how the detox can help you with that. Now, the main function of the colon, ladies and gentlemen, is to receive what is called chyme, right? The mix of digestive food from the small intestine and further digest it into a firm stool to be passed out by the body, right? For this to happen, the colon needs to absorb water and, of course, electrolytes to form that stool. Yes? So whatever you consume, pardon me, whatever food you consume, when it gets into your body, two things happen. There's a division of labor that is taking place. Number one, the good stuff, the nutrients that your body needs to function for that particular time, those are going to be absorbed into your cells. Then whatever is left over, yes, is going to be passed out into the colon. And it is going to be converted into what is called stool and be ready for the colon now to expel that from the system, to excrete it from the system. Now, here's what happened now. Why is it that you have stool upon stool packed up in your colon? Number one, let me tell you, it is very possible that you are not consuming enough water. Let me say that again. It is very, very possible that you are not consuming enough water. Because with enough water, then that should be a cool breeze. You should be passing fecal matters left, right, and center. There should be absolutely no built-up of fecal matters in your system. But what do you know? It is happening even when you are consuming water. So what could be happening? Well, here's what is happening. The abundance of toxins that are in your system. Now you are saying to me, Christopher, you're a madman, man. What are you talking about? Toxins. Where is that toxin coming from? Well, let us discuss that. Number one, the very foods that you're consuming are very high in toxins. Agree with me? The very foods that you're consuming. Think about what goes into the preparation of your food. From the The farm from the ground to your table. Pesticides, herbicides, right? Fungicides. All of these things are dangerous chemicals. That is why more farmers are prone to cancers than anybody else in the society. Did you know that? Are you with me? Did you know that farmers are now becoming more prone to cancers than anybody in the society? Yes, because of the high usage of these chemicals. No, that is what is coming back on your table. Yes, some residue is left back, and this is coming back into your food. Right? It gets even worse because the water that you should be drinking, the good water that God created, has become polluted by mankind. Yes? It gets even worse. You're talking about medicines that you consume. Yes? You have these medicines, you have these drugs, diabetics, hypotensive persons, very high in terms of statin drugs. Our ladies with these contraceptives. And what you find happening in the system, you find that all of this chemical is there and is storing in the system. We're going to tell you why it is being stored. We're going to get to that. Right? But before we get there, think about your hair products, ladies. Think about your body care products. Yes? The amount of chemical, the amount of toxins that are being emitted from these things and is actually sitting comfortably in your system is just mind-boggling. Right? So the poor old colon is there and he's struggling. Mr. Colon is struggling. So you went to the bathroom this morning and you struggled because of constipation. Yes? And later you try again, you're afraid to try because you don't want to have that problem. Right? But the moment you detoxify your system and go back to drinking your water and continue to have that detox, you know what happened to your system? You realize that you are now in a better position to have those bowel movements. That is what is happening to people. Right? Very, very powerful. You must understand that. Right? Very, very important information. Now, there's also another organ known as the liver. Now, the liver's major functions include breaking down or converting certain substances. The liver, breaking down and converting substances. Balancing energy in terms of the metabolism by converting that important thing known as glycogen to glucose and storing extra glucose by converting it into glycogen. Right? It is also that organ that makes the body less harmful in terms of excreting toxins from the system, the liver. Yes? But when the liver is inundated constantly with an abundance of toxins, then the liver itself now finds itself in a position where it wants to do what? What does it want to do? It wants to be detoxed. Because you constantly put the liver under pressure by having these chemicals, your cologne, pardon me, your this, all of these things that you are treating the system with. And so you have that particular challenge, right? You have that particular challenge. And so therefore, that's one of the reasons now why your blood sugar, in terms of the production, the overproduction of insulin, becomes a factor in the human body. The kidneys, oh my goodness, poor old kidneys. Poor old kidneys. Kidneys, waste matters. Eliminate that from the body. Balancing your blood sugar, right? Removing your waste matters, like I said before, from the system, and all the, those negative compounds that are there to cause problems, right? Your arteries are supposed to carry oxygen, oxygen-rich blood to all parts of the body. Now, when your arteries become inundated with things like fats, yes, those little pebbles in your system, in your arteries, and there's no passage for the blood to flow, then of course you know the end result. So you see what the colon does, you see what the liver does, you see what the kidney does, you see what the artery does, right? Here is a product called the Te Divina Detox Tea that more and more people, you see them sharing them story right here, more and more people are now coming to terms with. Why is that so? Because this product, ladies and gentlemen, is so designed perfectly, I must tell you. When I say perfectly, I mean perfect. My apologies there, right? Perfectly. When I say perfectly designed. Designed by a naturopathic specialist who was somebody who was involved in conventional medicine, but having seen the dangers of the drugs, decided that she had to find another way to help people. And so she segued over into naturopathic medicine. Her journey there, a particular situation occurred where a member of her family was sick unto death. The doctors gave that particular family member 6 months to live. The person was sick with cancer, stage 4 gastric cancer. So she, in her search for help, came across 2 mushrooms. Well, 3 mushrooms, the reishi, the shaga, and of course the cordyceps. And what has she done? She took them to the individual, gave them to him daily. 6 months later, the guy who doctors told was going to be dead was alive. It has now been 12 years and counting, ladies and gentlemen. Not only is that man alive, but he's cancer-free. His blood sugar is controlled. His blood pressure is normal. His cholesterol is normal. Right? All his numbers are in the positive lane. So Dr. Esther Ramos, in her wisdom, decided that in order for her to help me and you, what she first needed to do is to produce a product that can help us to eliminate all of the toxins from the system from a cellular level. From a cellular level. Go to the chat and type the word cellular level, which means that this particular product is going to get to your cells and eliminate all the toxins that are holding on tight like gremlins to your cells. And so with that, this product was formulated with 12 ingredients. Now, of the 12 ingredients, there is the gano, which is the reishi mushroom, along with the Siberian shaga. Ladies and gentlemen, these ingredients that you're looking at on your screen right now, they are some powerful, awesome, and amazing ingredients. This particular combination has never been assembled in any one product. Yes? And so what we have here are hordes of testimonies from individuals. See them in the chat? They are in the chat. They're telling you the story. You can read them for yourself. Go in the chat and read the stories that people are telling you. People are saying that, hey, they believe that I was diabetic. Pardon me. This one here. I was diabetic, and I'm no longer diabetic. Why is that so? Well, first, I detoxified my complete system for 6 weeks. Yes, 6 weeks, ladies and gentlemen. Then here you're going to ask me now, detox for 6 weeks? Yes. This detox is so gentle that a 6-month-old baby can use it. How cool is that? A 6-month-old baby can use this product to detoxify their system. So from 6 months until you're no longer here, you can be using the product. And it is so gentle, causing absolutely no negative side effects, has no negative implications on your body, right? It is there to ensure that your system is thoroughly cleansed. So there is no, stored fecal matters in your system, number one. Number two, it is there to ensure that your kidney and your liver are very clean, yes, very pure, toxin-free, so that when they are to do what they are to do to eliminate toxins from the system, it can happen nice and easy without any struggle. That is what you're looking at on your screen, ladies and gentlemen. So the people who have been drinking this tea and telling you about it, it's not they make up the story. Maybe they don't tell you like how I'm telling you now, but I am telling you for them. This is a comprehensive detox of the human body we're looking at right here. Yes, the reishi mushroom. The reishi mushroom is also known to help to detoxify the system, emitting anything that is toxic from the human body. And it is a part of the ingredients here. You can do your own research on that, right? Now, what are some of the benefits that people who are using this tea are seeing? Well, number one, a lot of women are excited. If you're a woman on this program right now, and you have used the tea and you're excited about the result, just go in the chat and say, I am excited about the tea, because it's all about the tea. Go to the chat and type, I am excited about the tea. Why is that so? Because a lot of these women who have, well, not all of them have been, but some of them would have been accustomed to using their contraceptives and all of these chemicals in their system for years. And so the issue of menstrual cramp had them on their knees. Some of them were infertile, could not conceive. Doctors tell them, say, look here, it doesn't make any sense, you try. Some of them experiencing menopause. And what do you know? My God, the symptoms of menopause were so wicked to them. But they drank the tea. And what happened? The mood swing disappeared. The menstrual cramp is no more. Yes, the skin challenges that some of them had doesn't exist anymore. Yes, the infertility that they were told they were going to be living with for the rest of their lives is not there anymore. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is what is happening to these ladies. Then to our diabetics, oh my God. Whoa. Tell them, listen, ladies and gentlemen, what we're saying to you this evening is that there are warning signs that you may need a detox, right? But if you are thinking about a detox, or whenever you think about a detox, what must consume your energy is the Te Divina Detox Tea. It is the best thing on planet Earth. For those of you who have experienced it, just type tea and best in the chat. Just those two words, tea, best, nothing more. Because you have experienced the benefits, the positive benefits of this tea, right? So those diabetics, those hypotensives, those males with the low libidos, and you're struggling for energy, come on, man. In fact, let me just, at this point in time, those persons trying to lose weight, for example, and for years they were trying, and they tried many things, but the weight was standing in their way like the Rock of Gibraltar, because your metabolism was so inactive, and now you have your nice, voluptuous shape as a result of the tea. Yes? Now, in case you're saying to me, Chris, you know what? This man is just a talk. The people are saying something in the chat, but I wonder if there's anybody who is live on the call that is willing to open their mic and share. Yes? Because Chris is talking, but maybe there are people who are here and I'd love to hear from somebody. Well, I'm going to do just that. Mr. Clinton Daly.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
Doing very well, sir. Where in the world are you, sir?
Right here in Brooklyn, New York, sir. Brooklyn, New York.
New York, sir. And I have a few questions for you because, like I said, the people they are contemplating it. They're listening to the presentation, And this, in their mind, they would be saying to themselves, that man talk a little bit too much. You understand me? I said, why don't he ask somebody else to share, their experience? I am calling on you, sir. What was your experience before using this tea?
Okay, thank you. And before I start, I must say thank you for that presentation, sir. Your articulation is better than any.
I try my best. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I try. All right. All right. So about 2016, I went to my primary care doctor, and after he had done my vitals, the report was that I was pre-diabetic and I was overweight. I was weighing at some 203 pounds. My A1C was at 6.3, and I was told that if I didn't do something about it, then certainly I'm going to have to be on medication, because it says 6.5 and above are people who are suffering from diabetes. Now, with my knowledge of persons who struggle with diabetes and the different challenges that they have to go through, even to the point of amputation, right? Certainly that was scary for me. And ever since I've been trying, I've made adjustment to my diet. I have been doing exercise. I do everything. The level of the A1C was not going down. Even if it goes down a little, it goes back up, right? My weight was a struggle. However, in April of 2021, I heard about this detox. I heard it on the radio. Nobody told me anything about it or anything. And I said, okay, let's try it. And believe me, within 1 week of drinking that detox tea, I lost 10 pounds. 10 pounds. And one of the challenges that I was having is regarding exercise. I could not do rigorous exercise. In fact, when I discussed with the doctor, we say, okay, all right, let's see if walking could be a thing that I could do to help me to deal with it. And I was like walking like a mile and a half a day. When I started drinking that tea, I started to walk over 4 miles within 50 minutes. So I lost 10 pounds within 1 week. I was more flexible. After 30 days, I now lost 30 pounds. And my A1C went down to 5.9 from 6.3. And
here's a big question, Sir Clinton, because
yes, sir.
What you're right now, what you are saying, the people are saying in their minds, based on what you are saying.
Yes.
You alone could talk, and they would buy the tea. You alone could talk, and they would just get the product.
Yes.
But here's a question that they may want to ask you.
Yes.
At this point in time. Before drinking the tea, are you trying to lose weight? And if so, why wasn't it going?
Well, I was trying to lose weight, but it was not going. Now, my conclusion, since I started drinking tea, would have been that I now was able, especially for that first week, would have been the removal of waste and toxins. And that was obviously the first portion of the weight that I lost.
There you go, sir. So the toxins were literally preventing you from losing the weight.
Definitely.
And so as we explained earlier, that with the toxins in the system, then the metabolism slowed significantly, and of course there's a build-up of fecal matters. Tell us, when you went to the bathroom, what were those deposits like? Were they like the goat, or were you experiencing those? If you were, for example, if you had made a deposit to the bank from one of those fecal matters, would you be the richest man in the world, or tell us about it?
I wouldn't want to be very graphic, right?
Yes, you don't have to be graphic, man. Just
But let me say, a poor man going to the bank would have had just a few pennies. After taking a detox tea, it was like a rich man with a number of suitcases, right? And it pours out without resistance.
oh my God of grace. Ladies and gentlemen, put some fire emojis in the chat for this great man and his testimony. The man is sitting right now. Are you at work? Are you at home, sir?
I'm at home at the moment, sir.
You are sitting at home and you are sharing with us in a very frank and forthright way how this product has changed your life and has enabled you now to be in a position where I saw you shared a picture today.
Yeah.
Up to before the tea, you had a very large tummy.
Yes,
Talk to us about that.
No, I remember one of the time when you were doing a presentation, you said that the gentleman could not see below his belly.
That is so true.
No, I don't know if that was the case, but obviously, no, there is none. Right? There was a belly, and now there is none. Right?
Oh my
no
God.
stomach. Flat as my hand middle. Now, it was so significant that I literally had to change my wardrobe.
Say that again, sir. Say that again.
The weight loss and the adjustment in my body structure was so significant that the clothes that I used to wear now becomes oversized clothes.
Whoa. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to understand what we are saying here.
And just to take a picture, I was not on any weight loss product. This is the
It was just the Te Divina Detox Tea and nothing else.
Yes.
Oh my
So
God.
I know customers saying, "Oh, but I'm not losing any weight." But here is just the tea working for me.
Yes.
I know they are a person with stubborn fat.
Mm-hmm.
But the tea alone could still work if they have a program.
Daly, Mr. Daly, I want to thank you, sir, for taking time out of your busy schedule to share with all of us here this evening how this product has changed your life. Your blood sugar is normal, you say, as a result of this product.
Yes.
You have lost in excess of 30 pounds as a result of this one product. Your mobility has improved as a result of this product. Your stamina, your endurance has improved as a result of this product. Your energy has improved as a result of this great product. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here this evening to tell you that while there are these warning signs pointing you in the direction of a detox, there is a detox that is second to none. It's called the Te Divina Detox Tea. You came this evening for one purpose, and that was to appreciate the warning signs. But you got more than that, because now you know how you can remedy the situation. Somebody cared about you and invited you here this evening. They invited you because they believe that the information that it would be shared would be relevant to you. Do not let yourself down. Do not let yourself down. Delay, they say, is danger. Yes, procrastination is the thief of time. Get back to that person and say to them, "Thank you for inviting me on the seminar. How do I go about getting the tea?" Can I tell you? This one sachet of Te Divina Detox Tea has in excess of 50 benefits to the human body. What did I say? 50 and more benefits to the human body. I cannot find one person that purchases this tea that comes back to me or anybody that I know to say it wasn't worth it. everybody that I know that has used it and the people who I know who have sold it, the only question that people tend to ask, like Clinton, where was this thing all along? Yes, the women struggling with infertility, they are asking the question, where was this thing all along? The people with type 2 diabetes, where was this thing all along? The people with high blood pressure, where was this all along? The people who are now losing weight and waist, where was this thing all along? The people whose skin have cleared up and they're looking good are asking, where was this thing all along? The people who had those rather pungent fragrance being excreted from their bodies, so to the extent where people didn't want to stay around them, all they are now asking, where was this thing all along? For those persons who struggled with very bad breath, ladies and gentlemen, they are asking the question, where was this thing all along? The people who struggled with low energy and fatigue, yes, they are asking the question, where was this thing all along? Here's what is interesting. You don't need to ask that question because this right here, it is now. It's available now. So get back to the person who invited you and let them know that you want this now. Everybody, go to the chat and type the word no. No, no, right now. Right now, right, no, no. Go to the chat and say no. Oh, it's no time. Get your tea, no. Get your no. And here's what's interesting as well. Here's what is interesting. The tea is the precursor to many of our premium supplements, both for men and women. So when you get that nice, clean system, you can return to us and ask us for those supplements. Ladies and gentlemen, it was my pleasure to have sat in this chair and share with you this evening. I want to thank you for showing up. I want to thank Sir Clinton for being so frank and so forthright with his awesome and amazing testimony. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Please look out for the next flyer when we are going to be discussing. Do you know what we're going to be discussing next time around? Erectile dysfunction. We will be discussing erectile dysfunction. We want to see 500 men on this call because we want to show you how to prevent it. And if you have it, we want to show you how you can correct it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you ever so much for being present. God bless you all. Cheers. This call is officially over. Bless you, Sir Clinton.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.